Welcome to another Age of Empires forecasted game. Got the Ayyubids this time. It's Erling Haaland playing as the Ayyubids. And in the Cold Steel, it's GUA. Give you anxiety playing as the English. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. If you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to give a like, helps a lot, and also subscribe if you haven't already. A very smallish channel. I think about like 500 subscribers only. But I do have every day we have a new video every day. Now I used to upload like 2 videos a day, but now I will have to go back to 1 just because I'm traveling to Shanghai, and the reason is that the prices are really very cheap, and it's been a while since I have been there. So anyway, let's go back to this match. Now we got some English against Ayyubids. I saw one person in the comment section said like he wants to see more English games, so there you go, buddy. It's another English game for you. If you want to see a particular game for any civilization, maybe a civilization you like to play with, or maybe a civilization you're just interested at the moment, just let me know. I will try to find a game with that. Look at the scouting pattern. For the scout, not being too greedy, only 4 sheep unfortunately went home for him. Well, the English not opening with the classic. Well, it's not a classic, actually. It's not that common to see the English opening up with 2 farms. I like to do it personally. I like to open up with 2 farms. Makes me have my scout going for grab a little bit more sheep. It looks like GUA wasn't very lucky with the sheep in this map either. It's a little bit hard to find them actually. So it's a little bit hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna find a wolf here. But as the English, you don't need much food reserves just because your farms are really cheap. They're also a better source of food income. So you're just having the time of your life here. Now we haven't seen Ayyubids against English that much. That's why I chose this. I find it particularly interesting because the Ayyubids, usually the strategies, they go fast castle. Take a look. It's gonna be the economic wing, and it's gonna be growth. Give you 3 villagers. Not only that, but also the orchards will give you 50 additional food. Now he wasn't really patient with the orchards, so just gonna have to wait for the next batch of berries to get that bonus. So just gonna be gathering them from now. It's already aging up. Unfortunately, the observer mode doesn't have the option to check like the Ayyubids age up. Now I hear now give you anxiety. I already went for the water. I hear from Beastie, which is it's a guy who he knows the stuff. He knows something. He says the next patch. This patch was like a kind of like a hotfix patch. You know, it's not like a big deal or anything. It's just try to stabilize things a little bit because things were getting a little bit out of control, like with the Ayyubids and the new civilizations. Naturally, you need to balance things out. So I hear from him the next patch. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. Of course, I'm sure he signed an NDA or something like that. I'm not gonna say what is it about. But guys, you get ready. Game is very alive. It's alive. And gonna get in a lot of updates, getting a lot of attention actually. And one thing that really excites me, it's gonna be the Red Bull Wall. They say it's to be announced. They haven't said the details. They also haven't said it's Age of Empires 4, because if you don't know, the Red Bull Wall of Law, it's the event made by Red Bull, and of course it's sponsored by Red Bull, and it's in a castle in Germany, and the production quality of that is nuts. It's a really good, amazing environment, amazing casters, amazing players, everything's good. And they have it for Age of Empires 2 for many years, and they had one, I believe it's only one time they had it for Age of Empires 4, And they stopped doing that, and now they're back. The fear that everyone has is it gonna be Empire Wars, or is it gonna be normal games? Because there's a possibility that there is Empire Wars, and you know, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan. So hopefully things go well for our side. Exciting news for Age of Empires 4. AGCTV hosting up a lot of tournaments too, so it's gonna be really fun. Now the Ayyubids already with some horsemen out, horsemen and archers actually. Golden Age tier 1 activated. Gotta check the bonus here. Gathering rate 10% for all resources. You're gonna get this one ASAP. The second one can wait a little bit, but this one is a huge bonus. You see, Lombo's already going up for give you anxiety. Looks like he's going for Castle Age himself. Have a little tower here. Like he's going also Castle Age. We're not gonna see an English rush or anything like that soon, so it's gonna be interesting. Oh, a galley already here, shooting those horsemen. That's a good thing about taking the water at the beginning. You're gonna have a little galley to whatever unit is coming to your base. Like usually there is a path, and usually it's the shortest path. So if it's the shortest path, units should go from here. Potentially they can get shot. See? There you go. Just because you rally units here to your opponent's base, they will choose the shortest path, and it can happen that it's this one. It's a good thing about having a control of this little pond here. Like Erling also trying to go for Castle Age. I mean, a lot of gold, a lot of food income. Looks like bot players will just play very defensively, especially the English. 3 Lombos, that's all he needs. That's all he needs. Now there's a lot of villagers eating sheep. I suspect they're gonna go vegetarian route very soon. Oh, the Lombos actually do some decent damage to those horsemen. You gotta be careful not to be so far from the base, otherwise they're gonna die very easily. And give you anxiety, having a little bit of an excess of gold. Managed to get that wheelbarrow for him. Meanwhile, House of Wisdom. I'm lucky I just clicked on this. Culture Wind advancement will next age cost less resources, so they're gonna be aging up pretty evenly. 3 Lombos, that's all you need to defend here. You don't need spearmen. Those horsemen, unfortunately, they won't be able to do much, especially when you're fighting against the English. It's really hard to push into their base, so it's just, you know, just gonna be forcing your opponent to create some units, but unfortunately he didn't manage to do that. Give you anxiety, only have 3 Lombos, that's all he need. That's all he needed for now, and he did an investment. I believe these horsemen are more expensive than the 3 Lombos, so I think this is a win for GUA at the moment. King Spalax gonna be finishing soon. Also, economic upgrades coming up for GUA. Both Erling and GUA getting those upgrades. And Castle Age. Looks like GUA will be ahead on the Castle Age timing. Erling will join him soon, only 15 seconds. Now the problem is GUA don't have enough wood to get a monastery. So even you have the lead, you have to wait a little bit. But let's see. Let's see if Erling will try to rush it. There you go. Only 1 villager. I will put a little bit more than them. A little bit more than 1, just to secure things. You never know. You never know if 1 second is gonna be the difference between getting that relic or not. More farms coming for UA. Having the time of his life here. King's Palace. You know, farms, gold. That's English, such a strong civilization. Can be very safe in your base. And you have this this ring bell that sounds, and you know, my friend who's just starting Age of Empires, he thought every civilization had that ring bell, and it's not. Only the English has the notification that someone is nearby. Looks like UA will go for the crossbow route. Let's have his own barracks himself to deal with those camels. Actually, it's gonna be the man-at-arms. Unfortunately for the English, they need to upgrade their man-at-arms just because they get access to early man-at-arms. Actually, the Vanguard man-at-arms. So they don't necessarily can use them right away. But he's gonna be staying at his base for now. First rally gonna be grabbed by Erling. Those horsemen making sure that dervish goes back home. Camel lances are already here. Look at that. More camel lancers coming. I gotta be careful with that galley. They actually do a lot of damage. Will he be able to take it back? Unfortunately, the galley goes down. Looks like he will be able to take down the dock. And more archers coming for Erling. Let's take a look at his base. Use a couple of archery range stable. Advancing going on at the moment. Still a little bit of gold remaining here. Already going for the berries. Meanwhile, the English don't really need to go outside. They already have farms, so they're having the time of his life now. It's like the scout went down. Let's take a look at GUA's vision. You have plenty of vision somehow. And the dog goes down. It looks like these demo ships are not gonna be able to do any damage. But just a little bit of food left. A little bit of food, and I don't think it's worth to build another dock. I mean, you might as well build more farms in your base. Now, give you anxiety, playing very defensively. Now Erling is going for the attack. Fortunately, there are no spearmans. Not a single spearman to deal with those camel lancers. Like he's going back again. And finally, those villagers went for the vegetarian route. Veteran horseman coming up for Erling. You have a little bit more. When you see that many crossbows, you either need a mangonel or some horsemen of your own. Actually, he has a lot of archers. I feel this is a fight that Erling could have taken and still managed to win the fight. I think so. The problem is we're talking about the English, which have the network of castles, 20% attack speed. So I'm not exactly sure how I will go for him to fight in his base. Which is exactly what Give You Anxiety wants. He wants to fight in his base, next where the buildings are. Can garrison villagers, can get attack speed bonus, get all the jazz. Shadow Narps in research. It's gonna be the armor clad. +2 melee armor. Now, the Lancers, a little bit of a trouble with the pathing. Gotta be careful not losing those lasers against that many crossbows. Only 7 crossbows, that I think that's enough to deal a lot of damage. And the problem is the archers cannot do any kind of damage to those man-at-arms. Looks like the dervish is gonna taking already 3 relics at home, 2 more. Looks like it's gonna go down. Another relic coming back home. Gonna be very happy about that. And looks like GUA is going for it now. They already have a lot of man-at-arms actually. Well, going for the gold in the back. Already run out of gold here. And now Erling is going for it. He has 4 relics, but at what cost? He doesn't have much military units yet. His opponent already sitting with more villagers and more military. Going directly to the town center. It's like, you know what? Let's just go for the kill. Just go for the town center. Erling. Just building a maomao here. Gonna charge with those camel lancers. Unfortunately, crossbows are gonna be dealing damage to those camel lancers. Archers not in position to kill the crossbows. At this point you need to attack the crossbows. Otherwise it's just gonna be hard for you. Not a single spearman here. You don't need spearman. Actually, apparently you just man-at-arms. That's all you need. And now the archers are left. maomao just getting built. It's like, you remember the maomao we were building? There you go. Now you have it. Now more man-at-arms coming. Let's do range attack coming from UA. Looks like the archer numbers are very good already to deal with those man-at-arms. Especially when you have +2 range attack and a couple of crossbows mix. Gotta be able to defend this for now. And be careful not to lose the maomao. Like, if your anxiety will retreat. Erling with a deficit on villagers. He's gonna have a hard time protecting his base. A couple of villagers garrison here, but it's not outpost not gonna be able to garrison to be fortified. It's gonna leave them to burn. Like he's gonna lose the villagers here. Not enough crossbows for GUA. It's enough archers to deal with them. Meanwhile, another attempt to harass the Ayyubids economy. Take a look at GUA base. Having the time of his life here. Farms, 2 town centers. He's just having a great time. And now more man-at-arms are here. Actually, Ayyubids with a 2nd town center. Having a lot of stone, but the problem is not enough for a keep. At this point, you need a keep to keep yourself alive at the moment. More man-at-arms start to arrive to the base. Villagers are going down for the Ayyubids. And the man-at-arms went down here, but still a couple more there. Front of the base also being attacked. Now the crossbow. Yeah, good damage against those man-at-arms. Having enough crossbows to deal with this. Problem is, the number of man-at-arms is too big. And your opponent's economy is getting really big. It's already 92 villagers. You just have to go for food. Really building a monk just to get the single relic there. Town center still being burned. It's just gonna be only archers and a Magonel. Magonel shot gets a decent shot, but the man at arms are too tanky for that. Like an outpost is gonna be built here just to buff the units, and the Ayyubids taps out. And we have seen the English actually going fast castle against the Ayyubids.